Hi, Susan here from Making Craft Studio, and welcome to the This Calls for Confetti channel. Today I want to show you how to create a quick and easy spring or Easter card. So for this card I'm going to be using the Faith in Bloom set, and this set is full of beautiful images that you could create several cards with. I'm also going to be using the Fancy Frame and Layers die set. I'll be using the Lattice Luxe foil plate. And then I'm also going to be using the Painted Patterns paper pack. So I've gone ahead and picked out this pink dotted paper for my background. And you can get 2 cards out of this paper. It measures 5.5 by 8.5. So it's perfect to cut down for 2 card fronts. So I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5.25. So today we're going to be using our foil plate on pattern paper. And so it's fun to try to foil different things. Now, if you do not have a foiling machine, then you can still make this card and just skip this step. But if you have it, this adds a little bit more to the background of the card. So I am going to be using some pink foil for this. You could try different colors and different colors paper. So depending on what color foil you'll have, what color paper you use, all of the papers in this pack go really well with the Faith in Bloom images. My machine is across the room, so I'm just going to show you how I layer it all up and then I'll take it to the machine. So I'm going to bring out the foil plate and then I'm just going to add my foil on top of the plate. So I'm going to put the shiny side down onto the foil and the dull side facing up. And then I'm going to flip my cardstock over here and I'm just going to add it to the top of the foil as well. Now I'm going to layer this onto my glimmer foil, hot foil machine, but I'm going to do that across the room. And so when I come back, here is how it looks. I love to always pull off the reveal. So what I did though, I did tape this down so it didn't move because I wanted my lines pretty straight up and down. I didn't want this to get crooked. And then let's reveal our foiling. And look at that. It's very subtle, but it just adds a little bit more to the background. I really love how it looks. And I love that all of these colors go so well with the Faith in Bloom images. So the Faith in Bloom images already come cut as arches, but I decided today I didn't want to use it as an arch. I want to cut it down using the new Fancy Frames layer and die set. So there's several layers of frames. You can see here, I didn't choose the smallest, but the next one up is the one I chose for this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer all of this. And what I'm trying to do is make sure that my frame, what you see inside the frame, I'm trying to get an equal distance from each side of the cross as well as the top of the cross, just to kind of have a cohesive look and everything look like it's laid out right. And so yes, I am cutting off the bottom and it's just such gorgeous paper. I really hated cutting into it, but I really love how this looks. So when you cut this out, you're going to actually cut out the image and then you're going to have a frame. You could hold onto this frame and use it for something else if you wanted to. But today I'm just going to cut out another frame out of the pink paper that I have. And I'm going to just layer all this up. So I've gone ahead and cut out a piece of pink cardstock to measure 4 by 5.25. And I'm just going to layer that onto my white card base. And I did decide to trim this piece down. So at the beginning, I had cut it to 4 by 5.25, but I went ahead and cut it down to 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So we're just going to have a little bit of that pink sticking out there, but I think it really frames it out and adds to the card. And like I said, this card is so simple to put together and to create. So you could create a bunch of these. You could go ahead and cut out a bunch of images and a bunch of frames and then just put it all together. If you were trying to make a bunch of Easter cards for your Sunday school class or for your church members or just for family, I think this would be a lot of fun. So you can see here, I'm just going to add the outside frame first, and I'm just going to add a thin line of glue to that outside frame. And then I'm just going to center this onto my card. And I'm just centering it from side to side and from top to bottom. And then I'm just going to add the cross image to the center of that. And it all fits together so nicely because we used the same die set, even though it wasn't from the same piece of paper. And so I love this layered look, how you can piece these together with different papers to get such a different look. And I think that is absolutely gorgeous. I love how this card turned out. I hope that you have enjoyed seeing it. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to This Cost for Confetti. There's so much inspiration throughout the month on the channel. Also, if you're interested in any of the products that I used, be sure to look in the description and they will be linked below. Well, thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.